In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
Hello guys, Turbocharged 51 over here! I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, it is finally time to start off our career on F1 2019. Guys, for the first time ever, Codemasters have done something brilliantly. You guys know with the previous video where I just went into the game for the very first time that the F2 cars have been added, the 2018 F2 cars, the 2019 F2 cars will be added into the future, and we start off our career mode by actually earning our way into Formula 1 through F2 by choosing an F2 team, entering a F1 driver academy, and actually just going in guns blazing. It's also a little bit of a story mode, as you guys know with the previous video. If you checked it out, if you haven't checked it out, please go down. It's just the previous video. You guys are gonna love it. It's a little bit of a story mode, and the two AI characters you guys see on the screen right there will follow you through your entire F1 career. Devin Butler is your enemy, well, your biggest rival, and Lucas Weber at this stage is your teammate, but will eventually also become a rival. So guys, this is going to be very interesting. I am so excited, I can't explain it in words, but let's see what the first scenario is.
Campos' new driver really commanding the race here. Devin Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship. And something's wrong. Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can. We're all behind you.
So we've got a massive turbo issue, guys. Our car is going to be very slow. Now it's up to us to decide if we're going to make Lucas pass or not, but I think it'll be the smartest choice to actually make Lucas pass. There's no point in holding Lucas up.
Your teammate is approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
I am just going to wait until we get onto the main straight here at Catalunya to make sure that I make Lucas pass. It's a little bit stupid to make him pass here in the very tight section because I'm going to open myself up to actually of the other drivers at the back also getting a chance to overtake me. We're jumping onto the POV of Lucas Weber, guys. To be quite honest, he's a very cool guy at this stage, I hope. I haven't seen anything about him, but he looks cool, but he's got the ugliest helmet I've ever seen in my life. There you guys can see I make Lucas pass. Guys, initially I didn't want to just make him pass, I actually wanted to defend it. But after I actually felt how slow this car was in a straight line, I was just like, no, back out of it, it's not worth it, not even a little. Let's get the points for the team at this stage of the career.
Lucas wants me to pass on his thanks. I know it's frustrating, but you made the right call for the team. Now we're all with you. Just bring it home as best you can.
Also, what I mean by this stage of the career, guys, is actually it's the beginning, and I don't want a bad relationship with my teammates at this stage. Remember, guys, this is all new to me, just like it is to you guys. So I really needed to plan this thing out. You guys can see here, this is the teaser footage I used in the end of the previous video to get you guys hyped for this one. I have a little bit of a battle. I think this is Nick de Vries, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not Nick de Vries. Oh, it's Anton Markelov. No, it's not It's not Anton. I just know Markelov. Guys, I'm gonna get the F2 names wrong quite a fair few times, so please bear with me. All I know is it's Markelov. And guys, at this stage, I just wanted to defend P6 and still come away with good points, because there was no point in me actually pushing as hard as possible with this already fragile car and just hurting the car even more. So I really played it very smart. But also want to say what I want to say with that, guys. Guys, the F1 2019 handling engine, it is magnificent. Now, honestly, you guys know F2 cars, they are still extremely powerful cars. Not an 8-speed gearbox, a 6-speed. They've got 3.4 liter V6 engines, turbocharged, but they only have about between 6 and 700 horsepower. I'm not completely sure, but I know it's in the range of there roundabout. Compared to the F1 cars, who've got 1.6 liter V6 engines with massive turbos and make close to 1000 horsepower. Also, the difference is these cars are completely mechanically powered, no hybrid or electric energy power. That is only for the F1 cars. But still, these cars are not slow by any means. They also just have a lot less downforce. But these cars do 300 quite easily, and they are still quite grippy. But guys, I was still getting used to the handling engine, so these first three, well, it's actually 3 races that we start off the career with in these F2 cars, I really did badly because I was not used to the cars, I was not used to the handling engine, and I didn't even do any other gameplay of racing with the car before this. I was so excited for career mode, I just jumped in straight, and I really tried to just make the best of a bad situation. So yeah, I don't want you guys to expect me like dominating. I immediately put the AI at 110 out of 110. The AI this year on F1 2019 have been substantially bettered, and they are so more punchy, they are so more willing to race, that the 110 AI is actually basically, if I think about last year's game, the 110 AI here is as if you would have had like 130 if you were able to have 130 on the previous game. So 100 AI on this game is 110 of last year. But guys, at the end of that, we are going to come across the line to successfully defend P6, and let's see what happens after this, because now our F1 2019 career has officially started.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
So another fantastic victory for ART today. Davide, what do you think made the difference here?
I think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
An amazing race today, and a very well-deserved one too. The team worked very hard to get exactly the right setup out of the F2 car that works for them, and the results speak for themselves. ARTGP winners today. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Devon Butler, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Alessio Lorandi. Very clean, very smooth. I can be really pleased with that one.
On to the teams then. ART moved to the top of the table. After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
There you are. That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview.
Okay, we're all set over here.
Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay? I think we're ready.
Great. So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right, stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect. Ready? An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in? Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas? Great. Well, that's everything.
Hey, look. I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us here.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you? You want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
Championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past. And there's contact. Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was just no way for them to have avoided that. And look, there's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
So much to talk about in so little time, but guys, oh, Claire and Emma do not sound like robots, hallelujah! But, Devon Butler, it's time to go to war, my friend. Well, not my friend, my enemy.
Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him. Devon is coming in for a stop.
Clunk, 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 clunk. That's how I feel about Devon Butler. Oh, guys, he's such a rude guy. He's like he's a typical high school bully. That's how I see Devon Butler. The guy you just always want to get your hands around his throat and choke him until his face turns purple, and then keep choking until there's nothing left. That's how I feel about Devon Butler. That's why I made a shotgun sound animation, even though that animation sound sucked. But that's how I feel about Devon Butler. But guys, back to Emma and Claire. They do not sound like robots, hallelujah. Claire is so much friendlier, which I also like. Emma as well. But they portrayed Emma's role as a manager so good in this game. You really get the manager feeling from her, which I like. And Claire, she's no longer that irritating interviewer, she's the friendly interviewer, and I think that's a good step for Claire's character. I didn't like Claire in the previous game, she was a total pain in the rear, so I like this Claire. I hope I don't change my opinion throughout the career. It is obviously going to change, but I hope it doesn't change for the negative. Guys, basically this was nothing exciting. Like I said, I was still getting used to the game, and I was just driving like a complete nunny. Guys, I was not used to these F2 cars, and this car, it's a car that you have to throw into corners. I only realized this like at the end of this race. You can't just drive a little willy-nilly, friendly. It's a car that wants to be chucked into corners. It wants to be driven aggressively. And at this stage, I was driving this car as if I was driving an F1 car. Very subtle, watching to not oversteer, watching to not understeer. And that's the exact opposite of what this car wants. I could really realize that at the end of this lap. But Hopefully we can salvage something at the final stage of this little story mode of the career. I know it's in Abu Dhabi, but I don't know what the scenario is. So I hope I can salvage something and that I can actually get something going there, because at this stage it just seems like Codemasters have built up one massive championship fight between myself, Butler and Weber. But I think if I see Devin Butler again, I'm gonna give him an uppercut that he flies so high he needs to like burn his hair at the sun, because I don't like that guy, not even a little. Like it, no, 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 no. He's an egomaniac.
Carlin have pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today. So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. Absolutely congratulations are in order here. That was a spectacular race and a fantastic drive from our winner. I think though that after the race there's going to be a lot of eyes on Devin Butler regarding that collision. He's been very lucky today, in more than one way. Lucky to have walked away, lucky to have only received a penalty. It's a shame his rivals wasn't equally lucky today.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. It's a good result for Devin Butler, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
Probably Lando Norris. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Goodbye for now then. But we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
It seems to me that collision with Devin clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result? So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devin? I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances? Appreciate your time.
Hey, Devin. Devin, stop.
Not now, I'm busy.
Hey, what are you doing out there? Seriously.
I'm gonna celebrate my excellent drive.
We saw what you did. It was reckless. You should have been black flagged.
Yeah, and I wasn't because it was my line. You were in my space. You shouldn't have been. Next time, stay out of my way.
No! Someone could have been hurt.
And that didn't happen, so what's your problem?
My problem is that your actions out there are too dangerous.
Listen, contact happens, okay? I took my penalty, but I kept it focused, kept it smooth, and came out on top. That's racing. You want me to grovel to you every time I make a tough move? You want to play race director? Then quit driving and take the job. Until then, I don't owe you anything.
Devin, you don't get it. It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Look, you grab your space on the track, and then it's all or nothing. That's just how it goes. And anyway, you still couldn't beat me, even with my penalty. So no hard feelings, okay? Not from my end anyway. Chin up.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here, to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped. So the Yas Island circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt. Joining me for one last time here this year is Davide Valsecchi. Davide, I'm glad you're here because I think I'm going to need help processing all this. Surely, this is as exciting as it gets.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. It's the perfect finale. 2 drivers, rivals of season, now going into the final race tied on points. Both way out in front at the top of the standings. Meaning whichever of these 2 drivers cross the line first will be crowned the champion. I can't wait.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck.
Devon Butler! I will make you my butler. You will carry my coffee around. Oh, guys, I don't like this dude. Not even a little. I tried to tune the car, just so by the way that you can see on the screen. I think I just messed it up, but I tried something. I threw a stone into the river and hoped it hit a fish, and I completely missed. But it's okay, because you guys are going to see in the race my pace was atrocious. But, guys, back to Devon Butler. This dude is starting to work on my nerves. Guys, I completely agreed with him in the previous cutscene after the Austrian Grand Prix. It's racing. Sometimes contact happens, you can't avoid it, and where 2 people are battling for the championship, stuff like that is inevitable. There's going to be certain points in the season where stuff's going great, and it's about the championship. You fight for it. But then he ended that cutscene with, and even with my penalty, you still couldn't catch me. That just completely, it boils my blood. Guys, I don't like him. I'm gonna repeat myself a lot in this video, but I don't like him. Not even a little. I despise this dude. A lot. Oh, boy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Calm down. Okay. So, guys, let's talk about this little story thing. First of all, guys, the F1 community, you guys are very judgmental. Now, what I want to say about this is, everybody, when they start the career mode, obviously some people got the game earlier, and I'm actually talking about bigger YouTubers. I'm not gonna name anybody because that's just rude. But and not actually just big YouTubers, a lot of YouTubers that do F1 content. Guys, remember, this is the first time ever that Cody's have tried a storyline at the start of a career mode. We've never had something like this before. And as soon as they boot up the career, they're like, oh, this is so awesome, this is so cool. We've got 2 rivals. The one is nice, the other one is a complete egomaniac. It just sets the storyline, and they get to F1 and it's like, okay, now we're back to the normal F1 game. Guys, remember, once again, I'm going to repeat myself. And yes, I did just brake check Butler there. I don't like him. I'm going to drive dirty this Grand Prix because he did be dirty in Austria. Just saying. You guys know I'm a clean driver, but still, I don't like him. I don't like him a little. Not even a little. No. But still, back to what I was saying. Guys, this is the first time Cody has ever tried this, and I repeat that for a reason. We've never had something like this. Never, ever. And now Cody's are testing the waters. That's why it's just a quick F2 pre-F1 career storyline, just to get you excited about the official F1 career. Now, guys, this is, like I said, it's a beta basically. They're testing the waters to see if it's actually a good thing to use in future games. And at this stage, how we F1 fans F1 game fans have received this is excellent. It's just there's certain people that have too strong opinions about this. What I mean by too strong is, they get to F1 and they're just like, no, it got so much expectation and now it's just gone. And that to me, it's a little bit of a low blow towards Codemasters, because they're trying something new to make the gaming experience better for us, and now we still give them a low blow, which to me it's not on. I honestly think this is one of the best things that Cody's has ever done. I mean, guys, look at myself. I hate Devin Butler, and that's what you need. You need a rival. In previous games, you just chose a random rival and you guys raced on track. If he did better, he won the rivalry. If you did better, you won the rivalry. There were no cutscenes. There were no something special about them. There was nothing special about doing something against them or with them, which now we've got. So from here on, it can only get better. So take it for what it is and enjoy it for what it is. That's just my opinion about it. And guys, I mean, this thing with Devin Butler and your character, it gives me a 2016 Formula 1 season, the actual real life season, the rivalry between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. You guys know Nico won the end of the year, but those two guys were so many times so close to actually punch each other that it gives me that vibe. Butler to me is Hamilton, the egotistical guy who thinks he's unbeatable, and then your character is Nico Rosberg, who's just not gonna give an inch and give it everything you've got to try and take the championship. I love it. And then you've got Lucas Weber, which I haven't talked about even yet. He's that guy that's just always there. Sometimes he's gonna be a thorn in your side, sometimes he's gonna be a help towards you, but he's always there, and you can never forget about him. That to me is already just phenomenal. You've got a guy that you like a bit and you respect him, but you still keep him at a distance because he's still a future rival. You've got the other side, your actual rival from the word go, Devin Butler, who you feel you want to slap left and right, and who you can't wait to completely embarrass on track, meaning you beat him. And that is just pure gold, in my opinion, for the future of F1, of Codemasters and the F1 games. I love this, and everybody, I'm not saying you're not allowed to have your own opinion, guys. Just remember that. You're allowed to have your own opinion. But don't be so harsh on something that Codemasters have been testing for the very first time. I think this is excellent. And now, remember, Butler and Weber are going with you into F1. So they're still gonna be there. You're still not gonna like them on track sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna love them, sometimes you're gonna hate them. I think I'm always gonna hate Butler. I'm almost guaranteed that. But they're still there. So I think this was an exceptionally brilliant move from Codemasters. Props to you guys. Now guys, back to what's actually happening in the video. We're on the final lap, going onto the two back straights for the final time. It's a battle for P6 between myself, Devin Butler, and actually Nick de Vries. Guys, I don't care. I'm not gonna make Butler take this. And guys, I will curl up into a ball and cry if Butler wins this championship. It will not happen. Come back here! Come back here! Butler, come back! Come back! Guys, I take the slipstream. My tires are completely dying off at this stage. We go for the move up the inside. I'm not giving him as big a squeeze as I actually should. He makes contact with my right rear wheel. I nearly spin the car there. Out of the corner. Now Nick de Vries is going to try and do something about Butler, but I can guarantee Butler's not going to let that go. You guys can see I'm swerving across the track to get out of Butler's slipstream. Well, to get Butler out of my slipstream. Into the corner. He makes contact once again. You guys can see my character throws up his hand in like, what the hell are you doing, Butler? This guy is a very punchy guy on track, and even though I don't like the fact of making contact on track, I like the fact that it makes the track experience so much better. But guys, it's just gotta feel so much sweeter to now rub this in Devin Butler's face, because we're going into the final sector ahead of him, and at this stage there is nothing that Devin can do about it. We are gonna come across the line to win the little story mode ahead of the big story, the Formula 1 season, and we are going to win the Formula 2 World Championship, and we're gonna rub it in Devin Butler's face.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It's been my privilege over the years to witness a number of great sporting events, and here's another to add to that prestigious list. It's the ultimate dream for any racing driver. We have a new Formula 2 World Champion. A great win then for the Campos team today. Talk to me, Davide. Was it everything you hoped for?
everything and more. He had it all. The rival, the tension, the excitement. These two drivers have been locked in fierce competition all season. And to see it comes down to head-to-head battle for the line like this, well, this kind of things doesn't happen very often. Devon put in a good performance throughout the championship, but today the accolade goes to his rival and the new Formula 2 champion.
That result also seals the Formula 2 World Championship title. Congratulations to our winner after an incredible season. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
I'll probably go for Arjun Maini. The team did a good job with the strategy to put him in the pack, and he was good enough to take the opportunities.
With that result, the title is secure, and it's Campos who have claimed the honours. Truly, a force to be reckoned with. And after all that excitement, I think it's time for a lie down. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Enjoy it, 'cause it's the last time it'll ever happen.
Devon, it's okay to be upset. You came very close.
Yeah, we know things would have turned out very differently if I didn't get slapped with that ridiculous penalty.
What is it with you and complaining?
Look, somehow you managed to do a lot of things right today. That's great. You needed the win, I didn't. For me, this was always just a stepping stone to F1. Oh, you two. You got your work cut out for you now that I'm gone. See, you're gonna have to prove to everyone it was more than just luck that got you here.
Sure. Winning one race is luck. Winning the championship is talent.
Really? Next time you use that incredible talent to ram into someone and steal all their points, remember they won't be as forgiving as I am. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I gotta run. Things to sign, important paperwork and all that. I'm sure you understand. Ciao!
So, with this big win, you're going to be getting a lot of interest. All I can say is choose wisely, or else you might end up with someone like Devon as your teammate. Come on, let's go celebrate.
Ah, welcome. Come on in. Take a seat. It's time we had the big conversation about your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula 1 teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula 1 seat.
And now you guys are thinking, Turbo, what the hell are you doing? And I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm giving you guys the chance to have a little bit of a bigger expectation for the next video. Who did I choose? Did I go for Ferrari? Remember guys, I chose the junior Ferrari program when I started my F2 career. So, did I go for Ferrari, the actual Ferrari team? Did I go for Rich Energy Haas Racing? Did I go for Alfa Romeo Racing? Or did I completely think by myself, you know what, I don't feel Ferrari anymore, let's go to their rivals, let's go to Mercedes, let's go to Racing Point, let's maybe go to Williams, you never know. Or I was like, you know what, I had a good time with Toro Rosso in F1 2018 and I trust Red Bull. Maybe I go back to Toro Rosso. Maybe I even decide, you know what, I won my championship in my final F1 2018 season. Let's go for Red Bull and see what we can do. Maybe we can win the championship again. Or I was like, you know what, I feel the yellow. I want to be Danny Rick's teammate at Renault. Or I was like, you know what, maybe I want to steal Lando Norris's seat at McLaren and partner Carlos Sainz. You never know. So guys, leave a comment down below who you think I went for at the end of this video, because you guys will find out the very next video when we start our F1 2019 career mode in Formula 1. Not Formula 2, Formula 1. And guys, I want you guys to climb onto the hype train. Guys, don't forget, I try to do my best to make these episodes entertaining for you, and this, we're not just gonna have 2 seasons, we're gonna have a few, because now we've got the game just after release. So we are gonna have at least 5-6 seasons before the next game comes out, guys, and we're gonna do a lot of F1 2019 content. So please get onto the hype train and just yank the kazoo with me, and let's go, baby. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the start of our F1 2019 career in Formula 2. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, don't forget to ding the bell, and guys, share this video with your friends. You guys, just as much as a like is appreciated and important, so is sharing it with your friends, because you guys are the word of mouth, not myself. I can only do so much, the rest is from you guys. But guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all for the next round in Australia. Cheers!
Throw your hands up in the air for the